Hello, we're working from home today, and what I wanted to show you was a little bit of 3D drawing. So you can see I've drawn a dice here, 4 spots, 5 spots, 1 spot, but it's supposed to look like it's in 3 dimensions. So the top is lighter than the other two sides because the light's shining on to the top of it, as it would do normally, and then the side with the 1 on is a bit darker because that's in the shadow, and the side with the 5 on is in between the two. But I've used some special paper. I'm going to switch cameras and show you what we do. Right, this is what is called isometric paper. And you can see it's got lines going down, top to bottom. They're ordinary vertical lines, but these lines going across aren't level. They're going up at an angle. Can you see that? And up at an angle like that. And it's that angle, which for you mathematicians is 30 degrees, that angle is what gives us the impression that we're looking at a 3D object. If I show you this dice, from the top you can just see one face, so it looks flat. I can turn it over, but it still looks flat if I put it on the page there. The only time you can tell it's 3-dimensional is because you can see the shadow around the side, or if I tip it up like that, so you can see 3 sides all in the same shot. If I try and hold that there, you can see that in that position the lines follow these diagonal lines on the paper. So let's try and draw it. I've got a ruler. I've also got a dark pen. I'm using a dark pen so that you can see what happens when I put it on the paper. If I was you, I'd draw in pencil to begin with and then use a pen to ink it in afterwards. But hopefully I've been practicing so I can get this right. So I'm going to start with the face of the dice. So let me start just about here. So that's going to be the top corner of my dice, and I'm going to make it 3 triangles wide. 1, 2, 3 triangles like that. That's one side. Now I need to come down the front. I'm just using the diagonal lines to do this. So any surface that you can see from the top, you use the diagonal lines. And then I'll show you what happens when we do the sides. So I'm drawing a square, but the square has been tilted over. If I've got that card, look, it's a square. If I tilt it over, it starts to look like a diamond shape. So that diamond shape in real life would be a square, and it's 3 triangles, 3 long and 3 along there. Now I'm going to draw the front edges. Now I'm going to use the vertical lines for this, the lines going straight down. 1 edge, 2 edge, 3 edge. Now that looks a bit like a table, and I'll show you in a minute that I could actually draw this as a table. If I was using this for my designs for DT, I could draw a table or a chair or anything, but we're just doing a cube. We're just doing a square cubic dice to get us started. Right, so that is the shape of my dice, and I'm going to put some dots on there so we can see what's happening. We'll make this a 4 at the top, so that one goes in that corner, that one goes in that corner, that one goes in that corner, and that one goes in that corner. We'll perhaps put a 1 in the middle of that one, one dot there. Let's see if I can get 5 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's my dice. If I shade it in, the top's going to be the lightest. We usually have the top the lightest texture because that's where the light usually shines from. So this side here I'm going to make quite dark, so I'm just going to colour it in. I'm just using a pencil, this one. Now you can take a bit more time over this. There's different ways of shading it in. You could just use scribbly lines like I've done, or you could colour it in with dots or hashing, or if you want to make it look funky then you might use different colours. Now this is shaded in, but I'm going to shade this with fewer lines so that it looks a bit lighter. How does that work for you? Okay, I'll put my name at the top. So that's a dice drawn in 3 dimensions. As I said, I could use the same technique to draw tables and chairs. I even had a go at drawing a book there, History of the World. I tried drawing a house, but I ran out of space. But it's all using the vertical lines for the lines that go up in real life, and then the diagonal lines of the lines that you draw flat. There we are, that was some nice easy drawing. Now this is what you need to look for: isometric grid or isometric paper. If you type that in on Google and search for images, you'll be able to find that and print some out if you've got a printer at home. Otherwise we'll get some in school. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.